So what a week is for UFC. We got a new lightweight champion. We got the same women's strawweight champion. But the big news is, of course, John Jones and his failed drug test. I don't really want to talk too much about this issue. It's a misfortunate event for everybody involved. For John Jones, for UFC, but especially for Daniel Cormier. He was crushed when he heard the news. I bet a lot of you have seen the footage. Fortunately for him, he eventually got the fight, not just because he was training and preparing, but especially because of financial sources. I mean, UFC 200 is gonna bring big pay-per-view numbers. Daniel Cormier is gonna get a big paycheck, rightfully so. He was preparing, so I was happy with the replacement of Anderson Silva. The UFC 200 started with a quick 3 stoppages, and after that we mostly saw decisions. Kane dismantled Travis Brown in first round. Jose Aldo then duplicated what he did to Frankie Edgar in the first fight, so he won by unanimous decision by being bigger and stronger and faster. Then we saw Daniel Cormier and Brock Lesnar. One, similarly, they fought a great striker and they won by their superior wrestling. And that's it. And the main event was Miesha Tate against Amanda Nunes. How crazy is it to think that Miesha Tate was headlining UFC 200? I bet Ronda was thinking something's wrong with the UFC. I don't know how it got to this. She was one of the names to host or to headline this event, and now her bitter rival did it. So I'm sure we're gonna see perhaps a new fight between them quite soon. Other than that, there's a big Sunday ahead of us, and I'll talk more about this in a couple of moments. So Sunday will continue in UK in Wimbledon with men's singles finals. For third time straight in a Grand Slam final, there will be a UK champ, Andy Murray. This time not against Novak Djokovic, but against another Canadian with Montenegrin background, Milos Raonic. Not against Roger Federer, as we all kind of hoped, all the Federer fans. Raonic beat Federer in the semifinals. He had a little bit of a slow start, but then turned it around, especially with his serve. On the other side, Andy Murray beat decisively the Czech Tomáš Berdych 3-0 in sets, so no real problem. Even in the finals, he's gonna be a big favorite. He lost all his Grand Slam finals to either Roger Federer or Novak Djokovic, so everybody expects him to win, and of course he's gonna have the home support. Yesterday, Serena Williams won her 22nd Grand Slam victory, is now tied on the second place all time with Steffi Graf. She's not only breaking those records, she's breaking age records as well. She's 34, going on 35 soon, so all the best to her. Of course, I'm a Serena fan as well. Great Wimbledon tournament. Novak couldn't do it. He's holding all the titles for now, all the 4 Grand Slams, but human body can only take so much of peak form, and nothing to take away from him. Great champion, and I'm sure he'll be back in his favorite spot, US Open. I don't know if he's favorite now since they booed him a couple of times, but still, it was hard for him to keep this run going. It was an incredible run, one of the best of all time, and looking forward to some great tennis. Andy Murray is going to put on a show, Milos Raonic is going to put on a show, and once again the fans win. So here we go, European Championships final 2016. Home team France against Portugal. I predicted Germany to come to the finals. Luckily for us fans, France won 2-0. It was one of the best performances as of late for French team. They are the favorites in the finals. On the other side, Portugal will have one thought in their mind, and that's the first Cristiano's European Championships back in 2004 when they lost in the finals on the home court against Greece. That was a big upset. Now this is one of the last, if not the last, European Championship for Cristiano. I think he's gonna try to avenge that loss from 12 years ago. I think he's gonna try to upset the home team. He's got good helpers behind him. Nani, Ricardo Quaresma will probably come from the bench, and of course Renato Sanchez, who was one of the biggest discoveries of this tournament. I really admire this kid. He has already been bought by Bayern Munich, and at 18 years old he's turning into one of the best in his position. On the other side you have great French squad from Umtiti, Matuidi, Sissoko, Payet. Everybody's playing great, but of course the leader is Antoine Griezmann, the new superstar of world football and the best player of this tournament by far. Again, they meet in the finals, Cristiano and Griezmann, same as in the European UEFA Champions League. This time, I think Griezmann has a lot more chances to win. France is gonna be the favorites. Everything is working great for them. They have the home support. One remark I have to give about the French fans, though, is they are one of the most non-imaginative I have seen in football. They've got 2 songs, Marseillaise, perhaps one more, and one big black spot is they even stole the Viking chant, which was really a bad mood for them. Okay, so that's the only thing I would say about the French squad, and I know my wife is gonna be really mad at me for saying it, but I think she agrees with it. So don't you agree, babes? I mean, tell them in French. Tell them in French.
Ne l'écoutez surtout pas, il se connaît pas en foot. On est en finale. Allez les Bleus!